you got that upset about it, but you can't figure out why Eric July might be upset that you're not going to bat for him, or that maybe he'd be upset seeing you associate with people that are talking about pissing.
It's nothing, Metokur. It is nothing. Stop comparing Eric July's detractors to what Nick's going through. Stop it. That's not what it is. It's completely, what the fuck's going on with Nick is completely fucking different from what's going on with Eric July. They're two fucking different things, but you're trying to make a narrative. That's what you're doing, Metokur. You're trying to take these two people and be like, well, you know, this thing's right here, but, you know, you didn't do this. It's two completely different fucking things. Metokur, Eric July is scamming his fans. He's ripping his fans off. He's ripping people who have put their hard-earned money into their shit, and he's ripping them off. He sold a $50 fucking comic that was shit. And when someone called him out on it, he got all fucking butthurt about it. Nick's situation is way more serious. Dealing with someone who is suicidal. Eric's dealing with people who are critiquing his books. Eric July doesn't have a fucking kiwi farm right? If anything, they're all supportive of him. Stop fucking comparing them. They're not the fucking same. Nick's shit is more serious and more extreme than what fucking Eric July's doing. You're only bitching about Dick and Vito because you don't like them yourself. You don't care for them either. Stop fucking comparing the two. They're different. So Jim will say Evie is backstab. Yeah, I'm sure. Yes, it was a criticism over a fucking book. Eric's dealing with a deranged, crazy fan who is literally having Minecraft, suicidal, whatever the fuck YouTube wants to call it, thoughts. Eric's about the book. I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to paint a narrative. Yeah, crazy cat girl. Yeah. Metokur, honey, I know you're close to fucking dying, but get your shit straight before you do it. See, the only reason he has an excuse to talk about Eric July is because of all the shit that's going on with Nick right now. He couldn't comment and say nothing much with PDP and Worski, whatever the fuck they are, because he didn't know much. But see, now you have a reason to fucking talk about it because of what's happened to Nick. Metokur, get that shit off. That's stupid. You know better than that. You fucking know better than that. If you want people to believe what you're saying and reporting, then stop fucking lying. Stop coming up with a narrative, because it's not true. A suicidal fan and a critique on a fucking book are two fucking different things.
On his grandfather's grave?
Didn't happen.
That's strange to me. It's strange to me how you can have a 30-minute tirade and basically be doing everything that you're throwing kind of on to Eric July. It's weird.
And I appreciate that.
Tomorrow.
People will always go, why don't you ditch Dick? And I go, because at the end of the day, no matter what you think about Dick, me, anybody else in this situation, Dick is honest.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
And I'll say this about Eric. I like Eric. I want Eric to make $1 million a day. I don't think he engaged in fraud.
A few minutes later.
Never. until today, until I gave you time on my show that was not for you. You begged to come on like a beta bitch in my fucking chat. You came in, you gotta talk to me man to man. You didn't talk to me man to man. You never sent me a goddamn
Someone says
DM on
Eric
Earth.
July's gay.
You talked about me multiple times. You never sent me a fucking DM. Not one.
Notice how the anger's ratcheting up while he's holding the drink, by the way?
Why does that matter, Metokur? This was probably when Ricada was at his peak. Sharp as a tack. Why does it fucking matter? Abstinence-minded, he just wants the views. Yeah. So what? How about this, Metokur? You didn't play the video that Eric did or the live stream that Eric did the next day after this little confrontation between him and Nick. You didn't go watch that, did you? But see, you won't because you're not a fan of Nick. What happened to be fucking truthful, Metokur? Now that anything you say from here on out, half of us ain't gonna believe shit from you. Nobody, it's just like Eric July's grifting fucking friends. Once you see the bullshit, you cannot unsee it. Chat, people watching. We're literally watching Metokur, who's supposed to be a legend on the internet. The go-to person to get all the real beef and drama. It's fucking lying and coming up with it's lying and coming up with a narrative, a talking point.